Good afternoon and welcome to our second Remember Me gameplay preview. This time we're looking at something a little bit more unique, a little bit more different to what we've seen so far. This is basically Remember Me's memory remixes, which are absolutely fabulous. They're nothing too complex, but I don't think there's anything being done like this before in terms of games. We always like new stuff. They're fairly self-explanatory, but I will run you through them. So basically, Nilin, Memory Hunter, she can also hack. So she's an Olga. Olga is an assassin. She has been sent to kill Nilin for the reasons that you're about to see. So basically what you have to do is you have to remix her memory so that she doesn't want to kill you, because if you don't, you basically die. So I'm going to shut up and just give, this is basically the backstory of the sequence, and this is how Olga got to where she was with Nilin.
This is for you, David.
This memorial transfusion has a good chance of healing your husband, Mrs. Sedova. Shared happy memories have an extremely positive impact on patients. The syndrome that your husband suffers from is a classic. Excessive memorial deletions, acute dependency on exterior mnemonic triggers, aggravated risk of photo identity. Short, the inevitable shattering of already fragmented personality. Here, these endorphins should lubricate the process and help ease his receptivity to the transfusion.
Come on, David. Remember us. Remember yourself.
Memorial transfusion complete.
Don't worry. NMP is the best hospital for the treatment of memorial afflictions. Everything will be all right. With time.
Yes, of course.
Good. The initial results are encouraging. We need to schedule more treatments. Great deal more. It's an extremely expensive process.
Continue, Dr. Quaid. I can cover his treatment.
Okay, so basically you found out there that she needs the money for the treatments for her husband. So basically you're using the left stick here and the right bumper if you want to rewind faster, or it'll be R1 if you've got a PlayStation. And then you basically just rewind the memory to find glitches that you can manipulate and change the outcome of the events that are about to unfold. So here we've got a strap. So we're going to unlock the strap and we're going to see how that alters the memory at the end.
Memorial afflictions. Everything will be all right.
It's not a matter of just finding a glitch and doing that, because sometimes it won't have any effect. Sometimes you might need a combination of glitches. Sometimes you might use too many glitches and do one thing too far. So I will say now that under strict penalty of death, we've been told by Capcom not to reveal the ending to this puzzle. I can understand why. It would ruin it for you guys if you get the game. Should you get the game. Okay, so that did nothing. So now we've just got to rewind it, and we've got to go back, and we have to work out what else we can do. Now as you rewind it, you're going to get to places where you were before, and it's going to cancel that. So we're going to cancel it, and we're going to go back further. So then the strap's back attached to the bed. So right, we've effectively taken it back to the beginning now, just to see what we can change on the way.
Shared happy memories have an extremely positive impact.
Just
on
slowing it
patients.
down for the glitches. You can't really miss the glitches.
That your husband suffers from.
We're probably going a little bit slower than we should be, but we're just being careful. Oh, look, there's one. So we're going to switch to capsules, and that will alter the memory. So everything that goes on for after this point now, we are manipulating. No, we don't want to cancel that. We want to move that table.
Identity.
There's a lot of replayability in these sequences. The fact that you can move stuff and it might not have any bearing on the outcome whatsoever.
Short.
So it's always nice to go back and see how you can make it have a bearing on the outcomes and what outcome that will have.
Already
So here we're just, to be honest, we're just kind of doing a lot of them, just to see what happens. It's a lot of trial and error.
here. These endorphins should lubricate the process.
Oh, what's that? Memory flux? Let's invert the
Memorial
memory
flux
flux.
inversion in progress.
Help ease his receptivity to the transfusion.
Okay, so this is when events start to pan out. So we've switched the memories around, so the memories of him are going into her.
Collapse of donor identity.
As you can see, the first three ones that we introduced have had no bearing.
Where is my face?
It's impossible!
Sever my flesh!
And there's a potential that things can go catastrophically wrong.
So empty. So
Which is basically what we did here. Yes, we killed her. And how can you remember killing yourself? You can't. But yeah, so that's one of the memory remixes, and it gives you an idea of what you can expect when the game comes out next month.